Good day. Welcome to the YouTube channel, and this is where we educate each other about cryptocurrency, crypto bot, and money. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can learn more vast information. Let's go. Of course, beautiful. See who we've got here. Let's see who we've got here. We've got, of course, Mziwakile Dabini. And of course, we've got Mr. M there, Mark. And of course, we've got Nogutemba, Mr. Phineas, Pionkosi Rachel, Rexin, and Tuli Deben, and everybody, Lungile, and everybody, good evening. I am Lungaro Shaponin Feni, and of course, residing in Durban. So now let's talk about the industry as a whole, cryptocurrency industry. Let's talk about the reproduction and the productions. Let's talk about the product. Let's talk about everything concerning this beautiful space, which is cryptocurrency. You will know that this is the project that started in 2008 in terms of the industry. And of course, this is the Internet of Things. This is the internet money, if I can put it to you. If you look at the potential there, we're talking about exactly that is 826.6 billion. That's the market size. That's the market. That's the benefit. That's where you definitely 100% you can win. Let's look at, this is 2020, by the way. I mean, look at 910. That is 0.3 billion in dollars. That is 2021. And of course, we're looking at 1,902.5 billion. That is 2028 potentially. So this is massive. This is massive. This is massive. If you look at from 2021 to 2028, massive jump. The market trends, the growth adoption of digital currencies. This is very, very powerful industry that I can share to you. And obviously you can benefit at large. Let's look at, of course, the US, and let's look at what are they saying in terms of the most people that are using it, and when was this? You look at 2020. This is a major growth there. Look at 2019, and it's growing. Look at 2017. So if you look at this graph, even beyond 2008, it's been growing massively. Assuming, look at 2028. Like, how many people will know about Bitcoin? How many people will know about cryptocurrency? How many people will know? A lot of people will benefit from this industry. Let's do some questionnaire. Let's look at the key questions, I mean, in this space, powered by Fortune Business Insights. Look at people asking for, is the market size and growth rate of the global and regional market by various segments? And you look at the answer there. It is a very strong industry focus. Strong industry focus. And of course, when you look at it, what is the market size and growth rate of the market for selection countries? And you look at it, the customer research services. So the people are controlling the sector as a whole. Extensive product offering. A lot of cryptocurrencies out there, over 23,000 plus that are registered. And of course, there are more that are there as well. If you look at it, what factors are estimated to drive and restrain the market growth as a whole? Then you look at it as, obviously, we look at technology, that is the factor. We look at the reports, we look at the people, knowledge, we look at everything like that. As we talk about the robots, we talk about the different industry, and that's where we are. And what are the key opportunities in the market? Very importantly, growth dynamics. So it is a very young and growing industry, massively so. Let's talk about the risk warnings in the space. Investing in cryptocurrency carries a high degree of risk. Understand this risk, of course, dynamics, and consult independent financial advisors before investing. Of course, market volatility is part of that risk management. Policies changes, part of that risk, and technical risk may affect your returns. Be open to learning, be open to changes, so that obviously you'll be able to, of course, accept change and appreciate change and move along with times. This is Royal Q, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about 3 different opportunities of making profit. Number one, it's going to be passive income. How you work around it. If it's okay to you, I am happy. Number two, we'll talk about one shot. If it's okay to you, I'm also happy. Number three, we'll talk about team trading. If it's okay to you, I am happy as well. Let's talk about the industry as a whole to say FULLl as a whole. Now we're looking at plus 2 million users in the space that are utilizing it, over 160 million plus in terms of dollars that the company has made. The company is making money. And of course, they operate in 200 plus countries. How do they know? Because the logging is how we log in. Every time we log in, every time we take the trades, it reports on our back office. And of course, they use that data. How do you know when you're walking and things are happening? I mean, you've got records there. Such technology obviously is offered over there. Now, why trust FULLl? No access to your funds. The issue of losing funds is a story of the past. It never sleeps, extremely works on a high speed, and emotionally errors nothing at all when it comes to emotional errors. Beginners, rest assured, you definitely make money. Whether you know or you don't, you will make money over there. It's a win-win situation whereby the board pays when you make profit. It's been in the industry in South Africa for over 4 years, which is very, very interesting, if I can put it to you. Very important, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the spot market using the martingale strategy board. And of course, this is sustainable for beginners, and the bot sells for profit only. No asset loss again, efficient risk management, which is very, very powerful. Now, the dynamics of benefiting from this bot, you just have to connect it via API binding. The person that has invited you will help you do that with your trusted exchange, your trusted online bank. You bring it, we bring the robot, you make money. Simple as that. Very importantly, this is what the robot will do for you. It will monitor the market. And of course, it will buy when the price is low, and it will sell when the price is high, and for you to benefit massively. So no permission to withdraw at all, which is very, very powerful. And of course, let's talk about the exchange. Now, the exchange will help you keep your assets very safely. So, I mean, guided by your passwords, your facial, your patterns, and everything, your password, whatever you call it. And of course, you can withdraw anytime you want. Very safe and secure, which is very, very practical. And I'm excited about that as well. And of course, this is the practicality of it. When you hear me talking about no access to your funds, this is what I mean. This is your Binance exchange, by the way. If you look at it, when we do the API binding, we only allow the robot to do two things. Enable reading, tick. Enable spot and margin trading, tick. What we don't allow the robot to do, it is loan and repayment transfer. It is permit, universal transfer, withdrawals, nada, nothing at all, which is very, very exciting for me. So even if we're saying something like a Banoi has disappeared, your money is safe on your Binance, no issues at all. Floating loss. This is your enemy number one. And of course, we cannot avoid this enemy, because if avoiding this enemy, it means we're not making money. Now, we cannot, when the market is volatile, we are making money. When the market goes up and down, we are making money. And this, of course, in case we talk about the floating loss, whereby you have purchased in the market, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Solano, whether it's Avalanche, and so forth, you've purchased maybe using 50 rands, and of course, the market decides to drop. You are now sitting on 45 rands, which is minus 5 rands. That's what we call a floating loss. A floating profit, it is an enemy or a positivity, whereby now you've entered the market with 50 rands, you've bought Bitcoin with 50 rands, and the market started to shoot up. You are now sitting with 100 rands or 55 rands. It is now a floating profit because it's a plus. It's not a minus. A minus is a loss, a plus is a profit. Ladies and gentlemen, we can avoid this by committing 60% rule, 60-40 rule. 60% to the market, you send it to make you money. If you injected 100 rand, of course, 60 rand is making you money, 40 rand is on standby. The 40 rands, it is there for you to make money whenever the market is down and for you to recover each market that is sitting on a floating loss without you losing any money. By committing 100% of your funds, you are putting yourself in a position whereby you'll end up at least having to take a decision to lose something. Because you committed 100% when the market is down and you cannot control any floating loss, and also you cannot make any profit, you are stuck. So utilize the 60-40 rule and you should be able to see profit 100% so without any issues. When I talk about the floating loss, I'm talking about this. When you see the red, that is the minus, that is the floating loss. But when you see the green, that is the plus, that is a floating profit, which is excitedly so. Remember, when we say margin call off, this is what we're talking about here. As you see, there's only one, which is right here, which is this one. Just here at the top. Everything, it is green. So we are saying on our strategy, margin call off. Not on, it shouldn't be green, it should be exactly red. So that we'll be able to manage our funds quite well. If you control it like this, you are sorted, you should be able to make money 100%. This is the exchange. Different exchanges, online banks. Of course, there are so many, but we are utilizing just 8. Part of the 8 is HX, which is since 2013, and of course, Binance since 2017, OKEX, KuCoin, all 2017, and of course, Bybit 2018, and also MEXC as well in 2018. So you choose between this powerful exchange, and of course, you start to make money. You can make ranging from 8,000 rands, depending what you injected, to 41,000 if you want no issues, just depending on the total funds that you injected. The more you inject, the better. Other people are making 20 rands a day. It's possible. And of course, other people are making 500 rands a day. 100% possible. Other people 1,300 a day, other people 2,000, and other people 5,000 a day. It is 100% practical. This account alone in 9 days, 4,300. This account alone in 9 days, that is 42,200, which is very, very practical. And I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the total profit, the company promises you 80% that you can keep as a client. And of course, 40%, 20% will go to the robot, which is RQ. That's how they're making money towards the gas fees. Meaning that if you've made 100 rand, it means that as a client, you will keep exactly 80 rands. So that's what you'll keep, 80 rands. Now, meaning again, what the robot will take from here, it is 20 rands towards gas fees. That's how they make money. It is a fair, and you'll be all happy in terms of that. If you want to take a coin, TKO, go for it now. You can obviously take that coin that is a signal and enjoy it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, you can definitely make 1% in a day. That's awesome. You can make 3% in a day. That is awesome as well. You can make 5% in a day as well. That is awesome as well. That is passive income. If that's what you want, that's what you can enjoy. How much you're going to inject? Robot activation, gas fees, and everything of some sort. Trading amount included. We're talking about 5,000 rands. That would be a minimum. And obviously, we're talking about 100 rand that you can make in a day. And if you injected that, remember, half of these 5,000 rands, it is activated in terms of the bot and also for 12 months. And plus, half of this amount, it is on your exchange. So you are using 2,500 to make 100 rand a day, plus or minus, from 0 to that, plus or minus 600 rand a month. Again, you decide to inject 12,000 rand plus or minus. That means you can make between 0 to 475 rand a day. That is plus or minus 400 rand, 4,000 rand a month. You decide to inject 22,200, 500. That means to say now from 0 to 1,000 rand a day, you can make plus or minus 8,000 rand a month. You can make. Now, meaning 53,000 plus or minus from 0 again to 2,375 rand a day, that's plus or minus 20,000 a month. These just examples to show you what is practical with just making sure that this 60-40 rule connected, you are sorted, you should be able to win. 290,000, we talk about from 0 to 14,000, that is a day. And of course, 1 million from 0 to 47,000, that is a day. 100,000, we talk about plus or minus from 0 to 4,750 in a day. And of course, plus or minus 40,000, that is a month. Everything is controlled in the market, hence why I'm saying plus or minus, and also from 0 to whatever amount, because you are 100% possible to make something of that nature in a day, which is very, very practical. Ladies and gentlemen, very importantly, the shoot to what we call one shot. So this is a very, very powerful tool called one shot. So one shot, it is a very, very powerful vehicle in Royal Q to make a lot of money. We are now looking here from 45% to 90% in exactly a month. Now, here we are 100% in control, because here we are sharing 3 to 5 signals a day. And of course, if you're looking at a total of 15 signals here, we are sitting on exactly 45%. If we are looking at 30 signals here, we are looking at 90% a month. Now, with the rate that we are pushing, 100%, this is doable, achievable without any issues. Now, let's share how exactly can you make that money. Let's talk about you injecting a minimum of 5,000 rands. Now, with these 5,000 rands, we all know now half of these 5,000 rands will activate the bot. And of course, now 2,500 will exactly go to your wallet. That's the money that we are growing. Now, very importantly, meaning here, we're just gonna use out of the 2,500, 300 rand. So now trade number 1, the plan is to take 3% out of the market. The plan is to execute 300 signals successfully taken in exactly 12 to 18 months for you to become a millionaire. How do we do that? Step number 1, you take your trade. How do you take your trade? We'll talk about it later. And of course, step number 2, you commit your 300 rand, $15 plus or minus. You take your 3% in 2 weeks, maybe 7 days, maybe 3 days, maybe 24 hours, maybe 24 hours times 2, maybe 24 hours times 3, times 4, depending on the market. And you come out with $15.45. You commit and compound in trade number 2, that $15.45. And you take your 3% whenever it comes out, you are now sitting at exactly $15.91. Now you commit and compound in trade number 3, your $15.91. You take your 3% and exactly you are making $16.39. Let's go to trade number 300 in 12 to 16 to 18 months. You are now sitting at exactly 2-point-something million, which is $3,376. You take your 3%, and of course, you come out with 2.1 million. That is your total profit. That's what you have made. We only promise you 1 million, and you can make more than that with this strategy. It's a trusted and proven strategy, and no issues at all. Obviously, this is one shot. When you commit 10,000 rands, you can come out with a multiples of 300 or just 100. It's up to you. And obviously, when you commit 30,000, that is 900 rand for you. And also, you can make multiples of that. And obviously, depending on the size of your account, on how you're going to work around it. Remember to commit that 60-40 rule for you to manage your account well and for you to make money, which is very practical. These are the steps that you need to learn for you to become a millionaire. You master the steps, you are sorted for life. Who's going to teach you the step? The person that has invited you will help you out with the steps. Team trading. Of course, you can share one shot, you can share passive income, and obviously you should be able to be making it. Rank qualification and obviously potential earnings. For you to rank up, you need to obviously focus on your direct, focus on the lines, and also focus on the team trading. And obviously, this will happen automatically. So We're not going to talk about VIP 1. Obviously, we'll explain later why. And let's go straight to VIP 2. You need 3 directs, no lines at all required, and also 20 team members. You can make plus or minus 3,000 Rand a month. Now you go to VIP 3, and obviously this is where you can connect directs, 5 directs, and also 3 lines of VIP 2s, and obviously a team of 100, therefore plus or minus 15,000 a month. Now, obviously, VIP 5, that means directs, 8 directs, and also 3 lines of VIP 3s. You are sitting at 300 team members. Obviously, that is 143,000 a month. Now, obviously, V5, we are sitting at 12 directs. That is 3 lines of VIP 4s. And obviously, we're talking about a team of 800 in your team, and that is plus or minus, that's 290,000 a month. VIP 6, that is 20 directs, obviously 3 lines of VIP 5, and obviously 1,500 team members. You are sitting at 1.4 million rents, which is very, very practical. Ladies and gentlemen, these are just calculations for 15 days. And obviously, as much as we are saying per month, obviously, we minimize it for you to benefit massively and for you to understand there's so much money in this project that you can make. Very importantly, VIP 1, you just have to subscribe to the bot, plus or minus 2,500. And obviously, once you share the business to one person, you are eligible to get 500 Rand at the word go. You can withdraw it anytime and do whatever that you want. It's up to you. Now, that is $30. Very importantly, from your own generation in this VIP 1, first generation, you can now share to many people as you like. The first person and more, you will get 20% each time they are making a profit. E.g., the bot obviously analyzes the market trades and obviously generating profit. That is 2,000 Rand that was made, and the client will keep 1,600. And of course, RLQ will take 320, and you as a client, you will keep 80 Rand. You as a sharer, you will keep 80 Rand. Because your client has made 1,800, you are making 80 Rand. You can share to obviously 20 individuals for you to get, that is 500 times 20, which is plus or minus 11,500. That is practical. Very importantly, VIP 2, for you to get there, obviously we've shared that. And now when you share the business to one person as a VIP 2, now you are getting 800 Rand at the word go. You can make it times 20, and for you, obviously, to get exactly, that is 15,200. It doesn't end there. Bonus guest fees, 30% that you're supposed to be getting a day. When your client hits, that is obviously total profit, that is 2,000 Rands that the bot has generated. And obviously, as a client, you'll keep 1,600. Now, RLQ is taking 280. And now you are keeping as a sharer, which is 120 Rands, which is very, very powerful. Now, let's go to VIP 3, meaning that before we go to VIP 3, remember as a VIP 2, whenever your team is working, now you will receive an extra 200 Rand. When somebody in your team has introduced one new person and they get their 500 Rands and you get your 200 Rand, which is very, very awesome. So, very, very practical. Now, as a VIP 3, now for you, obviously, you are sharing the business now, and now you are no longer getting 500 Rands, not even 800 Rands, but when you share the business, you are now getting 1,000 Rands. Meaning that very, very practical in that space, you are sitting in a position whereby now, when you share to 20 people, you are sitting to 20,000 at the word go. Now, very, very importantly, whenever you are sitting in a position now, your client has made 2,000 Rands, and now obviously that is 1,600. And obviously, when as a RLQ, they are getting 240, and obviously you are getting exactly that is 160. Now, when you are in a position whereby now you are sitting at where this is your 40% that you are supposed to be getting, which is exactly 160 to you from your guest fees. Now, whenever your team is sharing the business, you are no longer getting 200 Rands, but now you are getting 400 Rands, which is very, very beautiful. When your team is ranking up, you are getting 10% as well. which is very, very practical. And obviously, that is very, very awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, as I obviously end, this is a team strategy. And obviously, with this team strategy, you can benefit massively so. And obviously, by just making sure that you focus on your account. And obviously, once you get to 20, and you have this one, you have this one, you have this one, and you have this one. Obviously, the link is coming from you. All of them, the link is coming from this account. Now, you have to look at it like this, because you've got 20 licenses here, and you've got 20 times 5 licenses there. And your 20 license, obviously, you produce 11,500 times 6, that is 69,000. In direct bonuses, that is 20,000. Of course, in total, that is 89,000. Now, you should be able to be making, should you connect quality individuals in your team, 57,000 without any issues, which is awesomely so. Now, when you look at it, obviously, to be able to get started, you just have to follow this a few steps. Step number 1, you just have to obviously register. And once you've registered, the person that has helped you, has invited you, will help you with the strategy, will help you with the binding and everything like that. Download the app, obviously, and also send your $120 there, and you start making money there. I'll ask you to send exactly, that is $140. So if you send $140, you are in a position whereby you've got enough gas fees, and obviously you can get started. This will benefit you for exactly 12 months, and obviously you are good to go, which is very practical. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm about to finish as well, congratulations to one of the few, obviously VIPs, 2 that I know, and there are plenty out there as well that are there. And of course, now for you to be not poor as a person that is sharing the business in Royal Q, this is the masterclass. And I think this is the adoption that will fly. I mean, when you help people for free, they don't appreciate it because they don't pay for it. Now, obviously, they will start paying for it. Now, you jump in now without paying for it, because soon you should be paying for it. We're no longer going to be speaking about 5,000 rands minimum. Now, for people that obviously are interested, this is the masterclass that we'll be having on a Thursday, meaning that you are in a position now to benefit from free sports signals. Obviously, funds are going in your own exchange, Binance and so forth. You know the story. And obviously, that is a floating loss management that will help you with anytime withdrawals, and also crypto card that we can provide to you, training and mentorship that we can help you. As a leader, you can take advantage of this, because now any person that says, I'm part of Royal Q, but I'm not in your team, they can be part of the masterclass by paying you 2,000 rands. We just want a proof of payment, because we don't want to work for free. You send us a proof of payment, we accept the member. You don't send us a proof of payment, we don't. It's business. Now, obviously, it's a VIP class whereby they have to, once off 2,000 rands, they will enjoy the mentorship for life. Now, of course, when you look at a new person, that is obviously a minimum of 2,000 rands for the fee, and obviously, depending who recruited the new individual, and also robot activation 2,500 with some little bit of gas fees, and also minimum funds to your Binance. It can be 2,000 rands in total. That's 6,500. You've got mentorship for life every Thursday, sorted. You are taught, you are trained, one-on-one sessions, everything like that, and you are good to go. And obviously, you take advantage of this while you'll have a happy Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, we've got these sessions every Sunday from 2 p.m. at the Palace Hotel. Come and join us as we teach you live and show you, as part of the members, exactly how can you win without any issues. Again, now, 8 p.m., we've got these sessions whereby you can come and plug in, and obviously you'll enjoy everything that we've shared. It will help you out and you'll be sorted. And we've got trainings, we've got everything there. In days, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. and of course other days at 8 p.m. So thank you so much for attending the session, and it's been great to be here. And obviously, I hope you had a happy Monday, and it's a very, very fruitful Monday. And I will have to hand over to Mr. Maziana there to help you with questions and everything.